Okay, what we're looking at now are wheels. These are pretty much your standard competition wheels that are used by all street luges. Okay, there are two different types. There's the 70mm and the 84mm. They do go up to 90, but most standard is the 84mm wheel that is used on most street luges. The 70mm wheel is used for butt boards only. You can use them on street luges, there's no reason you can't, but basically the 70mm wheel is basically the only wheel you can run on your butt board. The two different types, basically, you can see the difference in sizes, right? But basically these are your standard wheels that anyone runs on their boards. Okay, what we're looking at now are trucks. Okay, there are basically hundreds of different types of trucks you can choose from, but the sizes that you're looking for are anywhere between 180mm and 230mm trucks. It's made by Independent. Okay, these are 215s, so Indy 215s. If you ask for those at any skate shop, most people know what you're talking about. Unless you're street luge, then no one has a clue. But basically, 215s are what I run. They're the original street luge truck. I still run them. They're still some of the fastest, and they'll have you incredibly competitive at an incredibly reasonable price. You can always get them at Creative Skate. Creative Skate always carry street luge trucks. Then you've got your smaller trucks, which are like your 200s. This is a 200. These are Forces. Basically, they're set a lot higher than your Indies, so you will actually travel a lot higher. Your ride height has a lot to do with your speed, resistance, and basically how you corner and everything like that. You can go on the web, have a fish around. The main sizes you want are anywhere between 180 and 230mm. Anything smaller than that, you're risking major injury. Okay, so now we're talking safety. Basically, this is your standard street luge helmet. This is known as a wedge helmet, or a bell wedge. Some know it as a Polaris wedge. Okay, it's basically designed so you can actually rest your helmet on your chest and still see down your body. Okay, hence the actual wedge shape. Basically, visors for this are actually custom made. You can get these from only select race shops around the world. They are supplied by Creative Skate in Australia. Anything that I mention here, you can actually get around the world anyway. So, but basically, to find a helmet, go on eBay, go to Canada where they ride snowmobiles and raid some guy's garage. You'll probably find a nice old one of these. They've actually stopped making them at the moment. There's been rumours that they are making them again, but it's not been proven. Let's hope they do. But basically, a wedge helmet is your race helmet. Any standard motorcycle helmet will help keep your head safe, but it does impede your vision. So you do need that wedge at the front, okay? I get a lot of questions about how we stop, okay? Basically how we stop is with our feet, okay? All we do, we take a standard shoe, okay? I wear Converse, right? We take a standard shoe and some truck tyres and we glue them to the bottom. That's as simple as that. Okay, what I use is quick grip. Pretty much most riders will use quick grip. There are other types of Bondi you can actually use, but quick grip is pretty much the standard. It'll stay on for as long as you actually have the life of the actual tread, and it's easy to rip back off again and reapply another sole. And there's your standard race shoe. Beneath the stains of time. Gloves, my fingers are very important to me, so I tend to spend quite a bit on my gloves. Okay, these gloves themselves, they're a standard leather lightweight glove. Okay, so you want a nice good glove that comes past the wrist, great knuckle protection because you will take skin off your knuckles and your elbows, but we'll get to that with the leathers. But finger protection, knuckle protection is very important, okay? Now we're talking leathers. Basically, any form of leather is going to protect your body. When I first started out, I started riding out in a motorcycle with just a jacket and really thick jeans. Nowadays, I race in custom leathers. You can also use motorbike leathers like this. Okay, these are pretty much standard one-piece motorcycle leathers. Okay, we've got elbow protection, knee protection. You don't really need. I've never ever needed any protection for my knees, and it also impedes your braking. So you're best off taking the knee protection out if you do have knee protection in there. But it's very important to have elbow protection. Anything on the back, you actually want to take off. You want a flat back. Any standard leathers you can pick up for $180 up to as much as you want to spend. These are the leathers I actually wore at the World Championships, and on a day out I ended up hitting a guardrail at 90 kilometers an hour and managed to tear the armpit, or what was the armpit of my leathers, open. To get me out of the leathers, because they are custom made, they actually had to cut me out of the leathers because they are skin tight, which also helps with speed. So custom leathers are great, but if you use them, as I found out during training, and have a crash, they got to cut them off you. So they are quite expensive. So motorcycle leathers are generally the way to go for anyone that's starting out. Okay, thanks for watching. That's the basics of what StreetLuge is and what's involved to StreetLuge. We'll go into more detail later about how to build a StreetLuge. But what you've seen here is basically where StreetLuge is today. Remember, StreetLuge, like any sport, is dangerous. So just be safe before you go out there and start riding. Okay?
Get behind the sun and cast his way. All I need's a place to find, and there I'll celebrate.